Welcome back to the Isolation Podcast. You guys already know what it is. It's one man with one focus, and that's all buckets. Today I'm going to talk about Kendrick Nunn, a guy who was undrafted out of Oakland, and he was picked up by the Miami Heat squad, where he did not just crack the lineup in itself, but the starting lineup. To do that, as an undrafted rookie, hopping onto a veteran team like Miami, who just picked up Jimmy Butler, just drafted Tyler Hero. But for him to be able to crack the starting lineup and stay in the starting lineup throughout the season speaks volumes to his work ethics. He speaks volumes to his confidence in himself, and more so in Spoelstra's confidence in him. A lot of times, there's a lot of players in this league that they don't last that long, or let alone even get a chance, just because they don't have they're not given the confidence from the coaches and whatnot. So it's a lot of success for players comes from opportunity. Right now, we're seeing a guy who's coming from a school like Oakland that's not even a major D1 like Duke, Kentucky, etc. And like I said, undrafted. The list goes on for how the odds are stacked against him, and he just ran through that wall of adversity, and here we are. The man's flourishing on a team. He's helping a team flourish, along with himself flourishing on that team, if that makes sense to you. He's been really good in helping them. See, Miami's had an issue with scoring the ball in recent years, and picking up Jimmy Butler doesn't necessarily help that fully, just because that's not his best ability. Jimmy Butler's best ability is just being a workhorse, as far as being able to lock down on defense, being able to hustle for the ball. And then you have a guy like Kendrick Nunn, who has a lot of similarities to Jimmy Butler, in my opinion. But Kendrick Nunn is a scorer. That is what he does. That is his best ability, is scoring the ball. And he isn't really crafty with scoring the ball, but he just has a natural instinct for it. He's really good at running downhill, getting through the defense, and getting into the lane for a layup, where he has very good body control when he attacks the basket as well. And if he's not attacking the basket, he's able to keep the defense on their toes by pulling up for threes off the dribble, pulling up for threes off the catch. He has a very deceptive handle, where sometimes it seems like he's going to be picking up the ball. And I think it's because he's left-handed. Left-handers tend to play the game a little more abstract than right-handers. But he has a deceptive dribble where it seems like he's going to pick up the ball, and that also helps keep the defense on their toes, where they think that he might be hesitating, he might be actually about to pull up for a jumper, when really he's keeping his dribble alive. And then he just gets into the next thing you know, he's at the basket already, drawing an and one because of his body control, or just finishing at that. And his defense is underrated, in my opinion. He has pretty quick hands as well. But for the most part, his role on the Miami Heat team is to score the ball and to help them get out of slumps where they're not able to score. He's that guy that can score in isolation, just like a Jimmy Butler. So to have both of them on the court at the same time, it definitely helps out a lot for them, and it shows why they've been so successful this year. And I get why he thinks that he should be Rookie of the Year. In the very beginning of the season, he seemed to have it, but then Ja, it didn't take long for Ja to pick it up, and kind of run away with that, especially in the media's eyes as well. But I'm not gonna say Kendrick Nunn deserves the Rookie of the Year award over Ja, but I'm definitely gonna say that they were neck and neck throughout the season. Let alone what the media wants everyone else to think. Because Kendrick Nunn has done a lot for the Miami Heat team, and it's just that he's not the actual leader of the team. And I think that that's also, where Ja's votes come in as well. He's the full-on leader of that very young Grizzlies team. So it's just two different situations, but definitely play-wise, Kendrick Nunn was definitely neck and neck with Ja throughout the season as far as his actual play goes, because he's done a lot to help the Miami Heat be as successful as they have been. And we can definitely expect Kendrick to have a great career as long as he's continuously getting these opportunities that he's been given this year by Spoelstra. So we'll just have to see how his career unfolds after he leaves Miami and, plays for a different coach and, see the opportunity that he gets there and whatnot. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune into the HoopFanatic podcast as well. We got a lot of great content in store for you guys. And stay tuned for more episodes of this.